I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs?
You're in a fake wig and a fake mustache.
I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. I'm just in, like, a bad mood. But at the same time, it's just like I have to say the obvious.
This gives me... I'm pissed off because all the connections I had in the industry are gone vibes.
I seen what you seen, bro. I seen the news. My first thought that hit my head was this motherfucker didn't take his pills. This guy put out a tweet saying he did what they're saying he did.
Yeah, he admitted to it!
And then he left! Bye-bye. I'm going to the mountains or some shit, this guy said.
Dr. Disrespect wants to knock out Nickmercs. He talks about Timthetatman's friendship. Okay.
I think anybody that like talks about anybody else so like passionately and with so much thought about someone else, I think they're the biggest pussies. I really do.
Isn't that you, though? Isn't that what you do? All you do is talk shit. You're the caricature of the internet tough guy. You're a pussy with a wig and a fake mustache.
I really do.
Calling
I
out
think
Nickmercs
is the biggest fucking pussy in the world. Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass. He's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean, champs? I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys.
That is wild to get called phony by the guy whose entire personality is a character. You're in a fake wig and a fake mustache. Is the mustache even real at this point? I think the only thing real about Dr. Disrespect is the allegations. You know what this is? This gives me... I'm pissed off because all the connections I had in the industry are gone vibes. He's pissed off that like the only people willing to work with him are like small people that want to suck what little clout they can off of him. Like he's relegated to his own little bubble, and now he can't go outside that, and he's pissed. That's what this is.
No, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. I'm just in like a bad mood, but at the same time, it's just like I have to say the obvious. I do. Like. Who does that?
What's
you know
obvious?
What I mean, champs?
What's
These people
obvious?
Met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right?
Okay, so they met your
they
family?
Met him multiple times.
What about
for
it?
Nick to go on some fucking low-budget podcast and talk about us the way he did? Like, who does that? Like, pause the music. Pause the set.
Has anybody got clips from this podcast? Is he going to show any of these clips? Is he going to, like, what'd he say? I'm trying to imagine what Nick could have said to like piss him off so much. I haven't seen that podcast. I'm gonna have to look that up next because what could Nick have possibly said? I'm gonna guess that he didn't say like. I don't think Nick was probably talking shit about his family. I bet he was probably talking shit about the way you cheated on your wife and how you're a bad father. Maybe is what I'm gonna guess.
I just gotta say it. Like, who does that? You fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo's screaming at the top of his lungs. He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a, like he's always copied us, transitions, intros, all that stuff. He always has. Like I just gotta go and I'm just gonna release some stuff off my mind just because I'm in the because I got so many technical fucking issues and audio issues and everything's always there's always fucking technical issues happening on the stream, huh? Right? It gets me all fired up. So then it makes me want to really speak my mind. We get it, Doc. Calm down. All right. You sure? I was about to just go off. I was really about to go off on these fucking idiots. Disrespecting me. Disrespecting my...
What'd he say?
This assassin, little assassin? Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's this Nickmercs dude? I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's...
I think that is wild. Like Miss Assassin, Baby Assassin, that you cheat on your wife, get caught having inappropriate conversations with a minor, just like real piece of shit behavior left and right. And when the allegations come out, what do? You fucking go on vacation. Oh, now's the time for vacation, guys. And then you come back and you get your wife to come out in her fucking dominatrix outfit with a fucking whip and start acting like she's in charge. Get her in on it. Get her in on the character. Like, I'm wondering how those conversations went behind the scenes. Like, she's probably felt embarrassed because the fact that she's not leaving you, it makes her look bad. So she was like, you gotta give me some lore, something that gives me some agency and make me look like I'm in control. Like, she's part of the act now. She's part of the act now. And you know what? The minute she stepped foot on camera, the minute she put on that dominatrix outfit and walked out there with that whip and became part of the fucking act and became a character on your stream just like you are, well, then she opened herself up to the same criticism. So I say she's fair game for Nickmercs to talk about. Now, I don't know if he said anything about your kid or not, but I'm going to guess that his criticism that may have involved your child was probably about you being a bad dad. That's going to be my guess.
He's still around. He thinks he's like tough guy putting his oh, who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like, first off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy won't even fucking come close. No way. I just don't know who, like, the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that.
Dude, I've seen Nickmercs, and I've seen you. You've got height on him, but that dude's pretty jacked, and his personality sounds pretty real to me. I think he could take you. I think he could take you, if I'm being honest. I think Nickmercs would beat the shit out of the dog. You want to save Creator Clash 3? This is it. This is it. Ian, iDubbbz, are you paying attention? Here's your way to save Creator Clash. Get these guys on board. There is nothing the internet probably wants to see more than Dr. Disrespect get the fucking shit punched out of him. This guy has, like, he's got punch me vibes written all over him, and Nickmercs has all the, like, this will be a real fight. An actual fucking throwdown. Yeah. Fucking do that shit. Get those two to fight in Creator Clash. Where is this guy?
Like, you just gotta be... You're lost. You don't do that. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does. I mean, there's a lot of people that I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times. They met.
Yeah, so what? So they met him.
Little Assassin.
That doesn't mean anything.
They know what I'm about. Look, there's a difference between having to, like...
Yeah, we all know what you're about. You're about cheating on your wife and talking to minors. And you know what? Him meeting them is probably would let him to say whatever thing he said. I'd probably talk shit too. I'd probably, like, I do feel bad for your wife. To a point. I mean, she's definitely staying because of the money at this point. You definitely haven't done anything to earn her loyalty. So if she's still with you after all you've done, it's for money. It's definitely for money. And you know what? As a guy who used to be your friend and has met your wife and has probably considered himself a friend of hers too, yeah, he probably feels some kind of way about the way that, like, you're treating them. So he probably would want to speak up on her behalf and talk and quote unquote talk shit. But he's a pussy because he didn't say it to your face in real life. Well, you know what? Why don't you guys contact iDubbbz, contact Ian, and just ask to be on Creator Clash. There you go. Just pitch him the idea. You guys go to him. You guys go to him. Nickmercs, if you see this, do that. Do that. Get Dr. Disrespect to put his fucking money where his mouth is. You contact Ian. You contact iDubbbz. And you tell him, hey, we want to be in Creator Clash 3. Or I do. And I want to challenge Dr. Disrespect. And you're doing it for charity on top of that. That's how you solve this fucking thing.
As a person in the industry, to speak up on it and, like, for example, Tim and Z Laner, like, they're good. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, you know, hey, from what we've heard, it's like, okay, right? Again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it. Explain it in a couple minutes. Boom, that's it. But they never did that. No, they never did. So for those that are asking, like, you should play with Z or Timmy, the only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about a
apologize to you for what? For what? For dropping you? After all your allegations came out that you admitted to and then walked back on it after you proved to be spineless? After you proved that you weren't the person that they thought that they were and they dropped you? And then they, what, shared their honest thoughts? And you want them to apologize for that? Don't you guys apologize to him. Fuck him. Fuck this dude, man.
They just come up and say, hey, you know, made a mistake. Boom. Let's get back into it. Then I'm good.
Where's that
right?
same level of responsibility from you when it came to talking to that minor? Huh? Where the fuck is that? Where the fuck is that? What is this? Why is it? Let's... Oh my god, dude. You gotta be kidding me with this. Like, the sense of entitlement on this guy is ridiculous. Part of me goes, there's no way that he believes this. Like, he's saying it because he knows it's not gonna happen. This has got to be 100% performative. Like, it's gotta be. Oh, he didn't play the animation, but it put the plates in anyway. Alright. Anyway, Nickmercs responds to that. So we're gonna watch that now. Alright, he said you're a pussy. Nickmercs, I know you've already responded, but should you come across this reaction? Should somebody send it to you? Should the gods of the YouTube algorithm decide to put me in your feed for some fucking reason, even though I'm a nobody? Please, 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 please. Maybe he's going to do that in this clip, or maybe he's going to challenge him to a boxing match. Like, this is the kind of YouTuber boxing that people would actually give a fuck about. Please, if you don't do that in this clip, then please contact iDubbbz in the name of charity and say you want to box Dr. Disrespect at the next Creator Clash, or the current one, if he's still got room on his card for you. Ian talked about, like, the best part of Creator Clash, like the thing that makes it worth it is the mystery box, the mystery of what's going to happen. Set this up with Ian behind the scenes and let you versus Dr. Disrespect be the big reveal. You know, especially since Ian himself isn't going to be participating. Yeah, it should be this. It should be this. But let's see how Nick responds. God, I hope he challenges him to some kind of fight or, like, calls him out. Like, just makes him put his money where his fucking mouth is. Don't take this shit from him, Nick. Don't take this fucking shit from this fake-ass fucking internet tough guy. Everything about him is a character. Nothing about him is real. For him to call anybody else fake is fucking laughable.
I heard the news. I did. I heard the fucking news, man. I really did. I couldn't believe it. I woke up like you guys, man. I drink my coffee, and I seen what you seen, bro. I seen the news. My first thought that hit my head was this motherfucker didn't take his pills. Like, instantly. I was like, yo, is this guy off the wagon? I don't think he took his fucking meds.
Hey, he's going full Kanye. He's off his meds.
First thought. Swear to God. I swear to the Almighty.
It's a solid thought.
Then I see, what do they call him? The Slick Daddy Club on
the two-time on his wife.
On X, man.
The two-timer.
They are just, like, they're just.
Oh, they're a cult. Yeah, they're sycophants, man. I mean, yeah, he's right. They're on the Johnson.
They are.
I ain't heard anybody calling it Johnson in a long time.
They're jumping, they're dancing, they're clapping. They're just like, Nicky, Nicky, you know. So I'm seeing a little bit of that. Then I have my next thought, you know. And I'm like, I mean, I haven't spoken about this in months. Maybe like a half a year. Chad, when was the last time that we spoke about this?
Probably during the last drama, I would imagine.
August?
I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't watch his content.
In September? It's about to be March. It's been like 6 months, 7 months. Now, people are seeing the podcast clip, and I think that what a lot of people are getting is that this just came out. But this motherfucking podcast came out 6 months ago. And it was after this guy left. This guy put out a tweet saying he did what they're saying he did.
Yeah, he admitted to it.
And then he left. Bye-bye. I'm going to the mountains or some shit, this guy said. That was my third thing.
He just immediately went on vacation.
When this podcast clip came out, do they remember? Then my fourth thought.
No, people forgot. Because he wanted them to forget. Because he gaslit everybody.
That was number 4. It took me 3 whole thoughts to get to the 4th one, where I had a little goodness from my little heart come out.
Oh boy.
I said, aw.
He's gonna take the bigger man route.
And I don't feel bad for him.
You're giving him some charity that he doesn't deserve.
The communities, if you will, the people. Because
don't.
I get it, man. I get it.
If they allow themselves to get
Verdansk,
gaslit, it's on them.
Me, Timmy, Clocky.
I know you miss
Doc,
the old content. I get that.
gaming
Like I do
together,
get that.
Playing, you know what I mean? Having fun. I get it, man. I get it. I get it. And I know that like that. Those were some good times.
Yeah. People always want to go back to
I know
the
the
good old days.
realization is setting in, like
To the good
that ain't
old days.
happening like that anymore or in the future. So I feel bad about all that, man. I really do. It's
Yeah,
know,
those
it is
days
what
are
it is. But
gone.
guys, you have to look at your own lives and think, how many people have you known? How many things have happened that have changed the direction for yourself and these people? It's life. It's fucking life, you guys. You go through life and you move forward. Things happen. And these things will pop up. They happen. You just got to roll through it. And that's what I've been doing. I gave everybody my thoughts. People seem to forget. You know, when the whole internet was after this guy, when we hadn't heard from him, I was the only one that was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's
True.
wait to just
True.
hear everything.
You gave him more charitability than anybody else,
Like,
and
we
you got
can't just
fucking
have somebody
burned
say
for
that
it
This
too.
person did this, and then we don't even hear anything. We don't even see anything. So I got fucking hung up on the cross. I did. They crucified me. Now, granted, at that point in my career, I was damned if I do. I was damned if I don't. You know, but
No way to change the vehicle.
I got
controls so it just
spit on.
controls like a regular car.
for telling everybody I was the only one. Pokimane doing her shit, Hasanabi, and everybody. Oh, you know, I'm the only motherfucker that was like, wait, hold on. The only one. This guy comes out with a tweet that he edits like 19 times that says that inappropriate text to a minor. I mean, what?
Yeah,
I just can't
he said it with his own mouth
There's a lot
hole.
of people out there that must truly lack the perspective. You know, look, I never really, I'm not going door to door calling this guy this or calling this guy that. I didn't say any words, any buzzwords. I did call him a tard. Look, all I was ever indicating when cutting.
With all due respect, you're fucking retard. Oh, that's what I love about Nickmercs. Like, how do you call this guy fake? He doesn't seem to be like, he doesn't have that performance bone in his body. He feels like just a normal guy who sat down, turned on video games, and got an audience. And now he's just normal dude with an audience. He's like, I did call him a turd. Like, there's nothing, I'm not finding anything fake about this guy at all. What the fuck, man?
Was it clearly, I don't want to be associated with a guy that can do these types of things consistently. I said, I'm out, man. Well, you know, whatever.
Y'all gonna come get
We
me?
already know the dude cheated on his wife. Then he's
Yeah,
talking about,
he did.
I met my wife. I mean, motherfucker, you cheated on her. I met her?
True.
That's the highlight here?
Yeah, yes, you're the bad.
At the Super Bowl halftime for 7 minutes.
What? Does he mean like he spent 7 minutes with her total and that's the crime? Or does he mean like it was a 7 minute long handshake? Like, I want you to wrap your head around that for a minute. A 7 minute long handshake. Not that that would make Dr. Disrespect correct. Like, you meeting her doesn't mean anything. But a 7 minute handshake sounds wild. That is an uncomfortably long handshake. Just imagine that. Awkward eye contact. For 7 fucking minutes. If being in the closet back when you were in high school was 7 minutes in heaven, this is 7 minutes in hell. Just the most awkward, uncomfortable moment that doesn't end. Oh. Still got to be better than being married to Dr. Disrespect, though.
Yeah, I fucking met her. She was a nice lady. I feel bad for her, man. You know?
Called it.
I hope they
That's what I thought this was.
I seriously, I hope they figure out. I hope it's great for them, man. I really do. I know it must be hard, this whole thing for them.
I don't care
I hope
about
they
him,
figure
but
it
she
out.
deserves better. Like, I'll agree
I
to
didn't
that.
go up there talking about his wife and his kid. I just made a little point that I think was important. How you doing this with a wife and kid? That's all I
True.
said. And I think it's a
True.
pretty fair question. Because everybody
I
thinks
think
this
it's
guy
super
is up on
reasonable.
some fucking hilltop like we all pray to him or something. What do we do?
I mean, his fans
That was
do.
my sixth
That's what
one.
his fans do.
Number 7. This is number 7. And this is one that's been
He's really
on
counting
my
his
mind
thoughts out.
for a long time. But, like, he's calling everybody fake. In this clip that I seen. Fake and phony, fake and phony, fake and fucking phony, fake. Nickmercs, fake and phony. That's what he keeps saying.
He's in a
Fake
wig.
and phony.
He's the guy in a wig.
Am I slow? Or is this guy not getting in front of a camera every day of his life in a fucking costume?
Yes!
Are we fucking serious right now?
Yes!
I'm dead ass with you right now. You gonna see me outside? You gonna see this?
I'm glad I'm not the only one who
Kid
noticed.
right here, bro.
That does sound
This
crazy.
motherfucker wears a goddamn wig. Are you fucking kidding me? I just don't get it. We're all fake and phony because we cut ties with you after you did some fucking crazy shit. Put all your boys in a tough spot. You want to get real about it? Get fucking real about it. You put everybody around you in a tough ass spot because you're a dog.
True. I guarantee you the whole fake thing comes from, oh, he's not a real friend. He's a fake friend. He was a fake friend. Because that's what his community kept streaming when it happened. And Nickmercs, who was, by the way, far more charitable than anybody else throughout this entire thing. He's not lying there. Like, he waited. He held on. And I felt bad for Nick. I'm not even a fan of Nick's. He's a fucking meathead. But he wasn't wrong. And I felt bad for him. He was in an unwinnable situation. He was in a situation where if he jumped on the bandwagon immediately, then all the Dr. Disrespect fans, and probably all his fans too, because they shared a lot of the same fans, they were all going to call him a fake friend and blah, 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 and that he cut ties and, oh, this isn't what a real friend does. So instead he held on and he said, I'm not going to drop my friend without any evidence. Okay, I need to see more. And when he did that, the other half of the internet hated on him. Oh, how you gonna stand by a pedophile, blah, blah, blah. And then as soon as Dr. Disrespect fucking admitted to it, which he did, on Twitter, I already made a video on that with the original tweet. If you want to go back and see it, it does exist. And then he edited the tweet to try to change his fucking admission of guilt to make it sound less guilty. And then eventually deleted it entirely. But that happened. And the minute that happened, Nickmercs was like, well, you did the thing. And he's a man of his word. I have nothing but respect for Nickmercs, despite the fact I think he's a meathead and I'm not a fan. I respect him because he is a man of his word. He said, I'm going to stay by your side until, if you did the thing that the internet said you did, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt because I'm your friend. But if you did the thing the internet said you did, I'm out. And then he admitted to doing the thing, and Nickmercs was like, I'm out. I'm out. Man of my word, I'm out. And as soon as he did that, he got hate from his own community that he's still getting to this fucking day. So he got hate from one half of the community for not leaving fast enough, and then hate from the other half for leaving it all. Like, he was in an unwinnable situation. But he stuck by his morals, stuck by his guns, he had standards. And you know what? I completely sympathize with him. I've met friends that I knew were pieces of shit. They were bad boyfriends. I knew they were cheating on their girlfriends. I knew that. And usually, I don't get involved because I never meet their girlfriends. But then there were a few occasions, like in high school and college, where I met those girls. And then I became friends with those girls, and they become part of the friend group. And then dickhead friend of mine cheats on, and then I feel bad for her. And now I'm in that position where I'm like, fuck. Do I tell her? I mean, that's the right thing to do. God, it's going to cause problems with my friend. But if I don't tell her, then I'm kind of guilty by association because I'm friendly with her too and consider her a friend. And now like you find yourself caught in the middle of that shit and it sucks. It sucks so much. And he had to do it in the most public fashion possible. So, yeah, man, I felt bad for Nick. Doc is a piece of shit. Hell of a performer, but that is what you see on his stream. A performance. And for a guy who's made his living performing and pretending to be somebody else, to call anyone else fake, is wild.
Because you're a dog, bro. And I've known plenty of dogs, man. But when you go below that 18-year-old bully,
oh, yeah, that's worse than
you're
a dog.
different kind of dog now. Now you're a weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a weirdo.
And you
I
can't
love how
fucking- you have
I
no
love how
self-awareness.
weirdo. I love how weirdo has become a fucking like the worst kind of insult you can call a person. Like that's like back in my day, calling somebody a weirdo was like something like kids did. Like it wasn't a real like insult. Now it's like the worst thing you can call a person. Ah, he is a weirdo though.
You can't
He's not wrong.
reflect. You can't hold yourself accountable. You can't be a man. Being a man is about holding yourself accountable with things you do. It's a really important part about growing up and being a fucking man.
True.
You're a
Face the
father, you're a
music.
husband. Look, you fucked up. You gotta.
That's what a man does. He's not wrong. Standing up and being a man, facing the music. Okay, taking fucking responsibility. Any coward can run and hide. Any weaselly fuck can lie to try to get out of something when they get caught. Dr. Disrespect had a man moment. Had a man moment when he admitted to it on Twitter. It still made you a piece of shit. But at least you were a man. Like at least you had that going for you. But then you took that back and went the coward's way out. And that's probably where a lot of Nick's ire comes from. Because he does seem like the kind of guy who values that be a man kind of mentality. Like if he hadn't ended up being a streamer, like dude would have made a hell of a Marine. He's got that jarhead mentality.
To own it. You don't get to go around and blame everybody else for the shit that you did. That's not what you do. That's not what you do.
True.
And we have not talked about this on stream in 7, 8 months. And every week I'm getting like clips. Yo, Nick, this guy's talking about you again. He's talking about Tim again.
Gossips like a
Talking
woman.
Lupo, talking about Z-Laner.
Because he's got nothing else going for him. He's got nothing else going for him. No one of note is ever going to collab with this dude again. So, like, the only, like, little clout he can get is invoking your name. Just invoking your name and bringing you up because he's never going to get to play with you again. But if he wants to, like, tap into your fan base even a little bit, that's what he has to do. He has to invoke your name because then that's going to get your fans to watch him. That's how he's getting those views.
You know?
It's clout chasing. That's all it is. He's chasing your
These
clout.
guys got something to say. And look, okay. And then my ninth thought, and this was like towards the end of my thought process, was like, yo,
Nine
I know
thoughts
he
is
feels the
something
type
he
of
has.
way. He feels angry, because the reality is that
Double
all
digits
of
is too
us,
much for Nick.
We don't really know every little deep.
Like, I respect him, but he's still a fucking meathead. 10 thoughts is too much. 9 is... Ooh, that little hamster is starting to get tired. Running that wheel after 9 thoughts. Gotta take a break.
Tale of what the fuck happened. We don't know the whispers. We don't know how it all went down. We just know what he told us, okay? And we know what they're
Which
saying.
is an admittance of
And
guilt.
What we did was we just connected the dots, right? Okay.
Yeah,
I
it
think
wasn't
that's a
hard to
pretty
do.
Fair assessment.
Very
of how
fair.
things went.
That's exactly
We
how it
don't know
went.
everything. All right. So with that being said, like he's the only one that does. My last thought was.
But even he admitted it was
I
inappropriate.
get that he feels bad about it all. Okay. And I hope that he works it out. I hope he gets to a point where he feels better about things. I don't go to bed every night like, yo, I hope Doc steps on a Lego. Or like, yo, I hope this motherfucker rots in it. Nah, like I don't do that.
You step on Legos.
I'm going to bed off a gummy,
That's a
watching
weird-
Harry Potter. I spent fucking 8 hours at the beach. Like I'm not thinking about him.
You're gonna be okay. Your squad mate was eliminated.
Do they have a chopper? Do they have a chopper?
I'm back up.
I guess they already had a chopper. That was weird. I was half paying attention to that. Yeah. Nickmercs isn't wrong. I have nothing but respect for Nickmercs. Dr. Disrespect is what you're hearing here is the guilty dog barking, the hit dog hollers, etc. He's angry that no one will work with him again. He's angry that he's lost his network. He's lost his His viewership, while still impressive, has taken a dive. And I think it's less about the money with Doc and it's more about the ego. It's more about the ego. Because he's a shadow of his former self. Like, he's relegated to his own little corner of the internet. And it's embarrassing. And he hates it. And he absolutely hates it. Alright, we're gonna look up the podcast here in a minute. I'm gonna finish out this match first, and then I'm gonna look up that podcast where Nick said what he said about Doc's wife, and we're gonna look at that. And we're gonna assess the damage. But I gotta tell you, I'm leaning towards Nick not having done anything wrong. It doesn't sound like he did. I'm also very, very serious about Nick contacting fucking iDubbbz and trying to make a him versus Dr. Disrespect. I want to watch him knock that wig off his stupid face. Knock that wig off his stupid head. That's... God, you want to put butts in seats? You want to get some fucking... You want to get some fucking money for charity? You want Creator Clash to not end up in the red this time like it did last time? That's how you fucking do it. That's how you fucking do it. That's how you fucking do it. Put fucking Dr. Disrespect versus Nickmercs as the title card. Especially since iDubbbz himself isn't gonna fucking box in this next one. Cause I mean, did you see the lineup for Creator Clash 3? Like, did you guys fucking see that lineup? It's embarrassingly bad. I mean, there's fucking like YouTubers on there who haven't uploaded videos in years, like no longer relevant, and the ones he's got that are still like posting, like I get as many views as some of these people. Like they've got more subs than I do, but view wise, like they're hitting the same numbers as me, and I'm nobody. Nobody knows I exist. I keep like reacting to this stuff and pumping out my content, but let's be honest. I mean, I just do this for fun. These are people who are like supposed to be doing this for a living, and they're getting my numbers. Maybe they were relevant once upon a time, but not anymore. So, Creator Clash 3 desperately needs something like a fucking Nickmercs versus Dr. Disrespect. I can't think of a better internet beef more suited for a boxing match than those two fucking egotistic. It's like the meathead versus the ego. God, you could already like start like writing it out.